session. And many times people would think, oh, it take a very long time to upgrade people to 35%. And today I'm going to share with you like how you want to upgrade a person to 35%, and how long does it take for you to upgrade a person, and what are the different scenarios that we will face when we are trying to upgrade our customers. Okay, so make sure you have your pens and paper ready to take down some notes, and you can also take screenshots of the slides so that you can refer to it back later on after the training again. And of course, whatever I'm sharing today is not like definitely one size fit all way that you use to upgrade any customers. You can have your methods as well, that's fine. So everyone needs a next step. Do you guys believe in this? Everyone needs a next step. You're either growing or you're dying. Have you heard of this phrase? So example, like when you finish your kindergarten, your next step will be primary school. And then after primary school, you go to high school, and then you go to your college, and then your university. And then the same goes for your job as well. You start off from the bottom, and then you move up the ladder, the corporate ladder, you move up, or you start up your own business. So everyone has the innate need to have their own next step. So if they don't have next step, in other words, they are dying. Their soul is dying, right? So same goes for our customers. Imagine the person join 10 days challenge over and over again, and wouldn't they get bored? What is their next step? Are they going to lose extra 2 more kgs? Do they have a specific goal? Or do they want to sculpt their body to get a six-pack? So next step is really, really important for our customers. So today we're going to talk about their next step on upgrading to a 35% instead. But rewind a little bit. Many of us, especially when we just started, we don't know how to plan the next step. And in the beginning of the month, it will be great for you to actually think 2 steps ahead for your customers. Like, what are you going to plan? What are you going to do with your customers this month, right? So I actually come up with a list. You can actually screenshot this. I won't go through all of them. But when you're thinking of your customers, when you have these new customers, what are you going to do? What's their next step? Maybe this person don't come to Fit Club, but you want to bring them to Fit Club so that their retention is higher. Or they want to get started, you want to introduce them a new product since they go and eat so often. So you introduce a TC formula, help them to burn more calories. Or detox program, or body transformation challenge. Or you think this person is very potential, start sharing with you so many people, you want to recruit them, or be part of a member activation program. Promotions, right? Introduce referrals. Club events like our lifestyle day, or big events like our spectacular, extravaganza, all these big events. Or family ambassador, you're trying to tap into their own family, or just as an ambassador introducing their friends. Upgrade to the next level, and also next level in their marketing plan. So you can take a screenshot of this so that you can, whenever you think of your customers, you're not sure what you're going to do, look at this list and see what would be suitable for them, and then you can plan for them, and you can forecast your volume points from there. Okay, so what about upgrading to 35%? Okay, I want you guys to turn on your video so I can see you guys. How many of you guys have already upgraded at least one of your customers to a 35% by yourself? Raise up your hand. I'm actually seeing the screen so I can see already, yeah? Okay, who have not upgraded any of your customers to 35% yet by yourself? Raise up your hand. Okay, I see a few. Okay, if the rest of you, please turn on your camera, otherwise I don't know who am I talking to. Let's have a culture of switching on your camera. Okay, all right, so some of you might, okay, those who have not upgraded anyone to 35%, do you feel scared? How many of you guys feel scared? Like, oh my goodness, it's 35%. Wow, so much money. Do you guys feel that? Okay, I see some people raising up their hand. Right? So there are many scenarios where you want to upgrade a person to 35%, which is senior consultant. Okay, but I want to share with you the timeline. Like, I have junior coaches when I first get to coach them that time. Wow, maybe they upgrade them 2 months later, or haven't even become an ambassador after 2 months later. But why is it so long, right? So I came up with this timeline to show you guys what's possible within a short time frame. So, during the first line over here, you see when they get retail, they get started on the program, and then they go through the first round of 10 days challenge. And I'm not sure if you guys know about this, but it's important to know that when you have one canister of shake, program A, 10 days challenge, right? One canister of shake actually lasts you for, if they're using 3 scoops, by the way, they last you for a week if they're taking morning and night. So if 1 month program, then maybe roughly lasts for 2 weeks if they are super consistent. Okay, so by right, you already know that by this time, they already finished 1 canister of shake, or by this time, they already finished 2 canister of shake. So I put the word meet up over there. Doesn't mean that you have to meet them up physically, especially during this time, but I do that when I was at Fit Club. So what you guys can do is do a call, a follow-up call instead. And during this 10-day challenge, you want to have very good follow-up. Follow up almost every single day, giving nutrition tips and so on. This will be another topic, okay? And during the first meetup, what you want to achieve is, look at the bottom of the screen, happy with results. You want people to feel happy with their results. You want them to feel excited of their results during the very first week itself. That is why your follow-up is super important. And at the same time, during this moment when I do follow-up, I'll plant a seed to let them know that you're able to consume cheaper. If you're really confident in this, I want you to get the best results that you can within this short period of time. And I want to teach you how to consume cheaper. I wouldn't elaborate more at this point because they haven't finished their product. There's no reason for them to understand too much. So I'll just plant an idea that they are able to consume cheaper. Then moving on to the second round of the 10 days challenge, this is the time where they are going to, hey, Ryan, I'm about to finish my shakes already. How do I replenish? This is the time where they're going to replenish. If they start on 10 days program, then during your first meetup, you either retail again or you either upgrade them. Okay, so this is time to replenish. So I'll say, awesome. So let's meet up again. I will do a follow-up scan for you. From there, I will tell you more about it and teach you how to consume cheaper. I wouldn't ask people if they want to consume cheaper. I no longer ask that. Last time I tried to do that, but people like some people are very funny. They say don't want. So I just say, I'll lead the conversation and I'll say, let me teach you how to consume cheaper. So during the second meetup, of course, you want to get some good feedback from them. I'll tell you more details on the following slides. But during this time, I will present them option A, B, or even option C, like what Meili has updated just now, right? Just now, Meili has shown you how to share about ambassador, and then they can send 20 messages, and then also you can talk about family ambassador, or even do recruitment as well, depending on their goals. So as Meili shared just now that everyone has different goals, the intrinsic or extrinsic motivation. You need to use that. This is the time when you ask more questions and push that button. And then from there, that's how you know how you want to upgrade this person to 35%. Okay, so this is actually all this is within a month itself, or maybe even 2 weeks itself, you are able to upgrade a person. You don't need to wait entirely a month. Okay, so far so good. You guys can take a screenshot of this, yeah? So the key to upgrade, previously I actually shared this in the coaches group before. But the ultimate goal is start with why, which means to understand their goals. Like Meili said just now also, I think our topic is very related. We need to, everything that we do, we want to start with why. Find out their goals. It's not what you want, but what they want. I mean, of course, there's something that you want out to achieve from there as well, but how do you want to dig deeper and find out their goals? So you guys can take a screenshot, but I'll just explain to you. This is usually how I do step by step. And these are the key points that I use to do my upgrade. So most important part is how they feel. Do you guys agree? If a person don't feel good, why would they want to consume these products or the program for the next 3 months at least? When you're upgrading a person, obviously the person would like to continue this long term, correct? They won't just upgrade just to purchase one time, just to save that one time money. So I would ask them, hey, how do you feel? Example, Catherine, yeah. Hey, Catherine, wow, I do a follow-up scan and everything. Hey, how do you feel so far? Do you feel more energetic? Can you share a bit of how do you feel during this session? Okay, so Catherine will say blah 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 blah. Oh, yeah, I lose maybe 500 gram only, lor, not much. No problem. What about your bowel movement? Do you poo poo more? Is it more smelly? Is it more? You do fart more? Then they say, yeah, yeah. Say, awesome. Hey, that's good, man. That's actually your body is trying to clear itself. It's trying to clear the intestines, right? So I will prompt them for a positive response. You die have to prompt one. If all negative all the way, I also don't know how to upgrade. So that is why your follow-up is extremely important. So once they give me a positive response, I say, awesome. Hey, what is your goal again? Even though I know or whatever, I just want them to say it out. Hey, during this 10-day challenge, you have lost 2 kg. That's amazing, man. Hey, what is your goal again? Then say, like maybe in the next 3 months or 6 months, what's your goal again? Maybe I want to lose 10 kg. Awesome. So 10 kg, let's just say an average 3 kg per month. You need at least 3 more months, right? Yeah. Hey, awesome. I want to teach you how to consume cheaper. You see, I'm leading the conversation rather than, do you want to consume cheaper or not? Hey, so you probably need 3 months, right? Hey, let me teach you how to consume cheaper. And since you feel good about it and I think you're seeing results, let me teach you how to consume cheaper. So I want to show you something called the ambassador program. So this one is what maybe I shared just now, right? So I won't go through this. So option A or B. But for me, what I will usually do is I will lead the person to, there's no right or wrong, yeah. But I will lead the person to option B, which is to send 20 messages or do something that can be done quickly. So option A requires them to invite people and then get started on the program. The process is slightly longer. But if you know this person is super extrovert, they are very good network, I don't mind them doing that. But if let's say this point I want to speed up the process, I want to upgrade them, so I ask them to send 20 messages and then screenshot to me, and then I let them. So there's this. So how do you consume cheaper? So when you register as a member with 94 ringgit, then you get to purchase products in 94 countries. And then you get discounts as well, and then this discount will be lifetime. So usually I will, depending on your goal, you can show 25% and also 35%, or if you know you have a end in mind is to upgrade with 35%, like a family ambassador, then I won't talk about 25%. Okay, so you can accumulate points, and then when your friends get started as well, you get more points for higher discount. So at this point, I'll explain the benefit of 35%. So when you get, so to get 35%, there's this, how do you qualify for it? It will be 500 volume points in 1 month. And what does volume point mean? Volume point means that for every single item that you purchase, there's points, like bonus link. This is what I say. You guys write down all these tips, yeah? I usually use all these words, like bonus link, accumulate points, right? So it's roughly about 3 months of program. 3 months of program, and then you can just draw circle. Maybe 2, if you have friends that you message that are interested, they can get the products from here. It will be one of the set over here. Or in other words, your own program or your family consumption. And then within this 500 volume points, you can select any products that you want. So remember the detox program I told you about? It's good to do detox once a month. You will need like maybe apple fiber and fish oil. So I will let them know about it so they can actually customize their program. They can add on whatever products that they want. Okay, so once they already is like, wow, very interested, awesome, very interested and awesome already, then only I let them know the price. So I say, so for this, it will be roughly approximately 2,400 ringgit, where you're going to save about 1,200 ringgit. So this is the point where you need to build a foundation before you let them know about the price. And then this will be a lifetime discount, even 35% for one shake in the future as well. So let's just say you finish all this product, you want to buy one more shake, one more bottle of aloe, it's still 35%. It's lifetime. So for people who started with the 1 month program, this will be possible for them. Okay, so far you guys get the idea? Yeah. So this is just like a generic way of me, how I upgrade my customers. Okay, but there are different scenarios as well. But basically the basic points you're going to mention all this. So let's just say if this person don't want to send messages. I don't want to send messages lah. I don't have discount lah. I'm very shy lah. That I there's another way to do it. This is called family ambassador. So family ambassador may be about 2 to 3% at home consuming at the same time. But how do you make sure they become family ambassador? So one question, one super important question that I'll ask them. So you see, I'll ask all these first. I'll ask all these first. Okay. So if they don't want to do point number 3, then I'll ask, hey, I wonder what does your children or your spouse have for breakfast every day? Cornflakes lah, Milo lah, nasi lemak. They eat all these things. But all this Milo is sugar, cereal is sugar. But I thought they should have protein in their diet, right? So when they say, yeah, then I would say, instead of having that, wouldn't it be better if they are taking something healthier like you? It saves you time, full of nutrition, and it might save you money as well. Actually, it might save them money if they are eating out for breakfast every single day. So you say, yeah. They might say, yeah, right? So like your children, they can have your aloe, they can have fish oil, or can have breakfast, all these things, they can have shakes. It's so simple, right? So they don't need to take the tea lah. They don't need to take 2 times a day, at least for breakfast. So once they have the idea, then it makes sense for them. So remember, it starts with why. It starts with why. You find that button, you find that goal. Then they say, good, awesome, let me plan a family plan for you. Then you can create a 35% plan already. It's like a family consumption. You can mix more fish oil, aloe, and shake when they have children. Okay, and then another scenario. People who can't afford. Can I see a show of hands who have a lot of customers or the demographics where people can't afford? Raise up your hand. Especially students, people cannot afford. Wow, not many people raise up hand, all very rich, Okay, so this is the accumulate 500 volume points in a month. I'm not sure if you guys know about this, but if your marketing plan, how you become 35% is you can accumulate 500 volume points. You buy and retail, you buy and retail, buy and retail, and accumulate up to 500 volume points in a month, in that particular month itself. So just now we already built a foundation of work on sending 20 messages or social media posting. Work on those tools that you already passed to them, or give them materials to share. Share, like example, what Hui Li is doing would be an invitation coupon. They can send it to 3 of their friends for free wellness evaluation. So you can think of ideas like that. Oh, sorry. Down there the point is mistaken. Yeah, so ignore the following 2 points. So basically, you work on the existing materials, and then like what Meili has shared just now, on how do you get more referrals from them, how to build them as ambassadors, and you work from there. From there, you help them to set a goal for them to achieve 500 volume points in a month. Work closely with them. If the numbers are enough, then they will be able to get their customer. Okay, so maybe for this age group, they may need more people. So maybe after 20 messages, they might get 1 customer or 2, but they need more because the purchase will be maybe slightly lower, right? So they need to maybe send 20 more messages or even more, whatever it takes. Okay, and then last but not least, business opportunity. So for business opportunity, like if someone who always say, no lah, this month I skip first lah, I got no money, or this month or they are very stressed with their work. This is the moment where you ask about their FORM. Okay, you ask about that. Hey, what are you doing actually? So with all this high stress, are you looking to look in other field, or are you aiming to look? And I always hear you got not enough money. Are you planning to look for part-time income in any other areas? Then that's when you talk about your why. This will be another topic, but basically you bring up business opportunity as well. So, but how do you talk about 35%? For someone who really wants to do the business, it makes sense for them to go for 35% because it has higher profit margin, higher discount for their own consumption. And then the end in mind is to achieve 50% as supervisor. And then from there, you work with them closely to get their first customer in their first week so that they get excited. So this can be done with the 20 messages, writing down names, etc. When the important part about this is what you ask, the questions that you ask from the FORM. Then this part will be done very easily because it makes sense. Logically, it makes sense for them. 35% higher profit margin. Okay, so these are just some of the different scenarios that you can use to upgrade a person to 35%. And of course, moving on will be 42% and 50%, which you will build on eventually, and you just plan with your customers or your team. But right now, I want to share a little bit on building a solid VP house. So you guys know how to upgrade a person already. You know, ambassador, you guys know about retail, invitation, and everything. But this VP house over here is for you to build a solid structure in your business. So what does this VP house mean? Which means you know exactly where your volume points is coming from. Example, when you want to become a world team, what you need to do is to qualify 2,500 volume points for 4 consecutive months. That will be one example. So how do you build 2,500 volume points? So look at this VP house. So every single month, we're going to draw this house. And the top of the roof is how much volume points do you consume yourself. So take note on your own personal consumption. What is the range of your personal consumption? If you do not know, make sure you find out right now. Maybe 150 volume points to 200 volume points. Or maybe even include your family consumption. It may be 500 volume points. I don't know. So every one of you will be different. And then quadrant A is your new customer. Okay, quadrant A will be new customers. So from there, you have 5. Your aim is to get 5 new customers, and each customer 100 volume points. If let's say your demographics is not, they may not be able to buy 1 month program, then maybe you need 10 new customers instead to get 500 volume points, 50 volume points per set. Okay. So the purpose of this house is for you. Okay, write this down. Write this down. Yeah. The purpose of this house is for you to forecast, which means to plan your month forecast. Number 2 is to analyze your business. Analyze your business, because from there you will know which one is doing well or which one is not doing well. Then you know which area to work on. Okay, forecast and analyze your business. And then also, yeah. And then quadrant B is repeat order. Some people retail already, they might reorder in retail. Okay, they might reorder in retail. And then quadrant C is when you upgrade a person. This person become a brand new ambassador, become a new member, or you upgrade to become 35%. So that is your upgrading. Okay, ambassador or upgrade is from there. Okay, how much volume points will be coming from there? And quadrant D is your existing customer base who are 35% or 42% or 25%, doesn't matter. As long as they reorder, these are your existing members that they reorder. Okay, after that, I will tell you how do you analyze your structure. And then the mini house over there is your new coaches that you're building. If they are doing the same thing as you, and they are building their VP house like you, then you manage to duplicate. Okay, so you have more mini houses around you. You want to teach your coaches to do the same thing as you. All right. So today I want to invite 4 panels here to share a little bit, because they have been doing this VP house for quite some time, and last month they did really well. So I want them to share a bit on their VP house structure. You may not be able to see the words, but doesn't matter, but listen to their story, because every single one of them has their story of themselves, and you want to focus and pay attention to it. It's not just about the numbers, but understand like why did they do it, how did they qualify for it as well. So the first person I would like to invite is our brand new first cut world team member, none other than Wan San. Hi Wan San. Is Wan San online? Okay, I unmute you already. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Hi, can you hear?
Yes.
Yes, hi everyone. Thank you, Ryan. So I'm Wan San. Nice to meet everyone today. So yes, last month I had my first cut of 14 with a total of 2,600 volume points. So how I got started is really very funny because I actually aimed to just do 1,005, like to try out. But ever since Coach Jay's sharing on the 7th of May, so it's about 1 week of the May already, and I just told Grace and told Huili I want to do it. I want to challenge myself to really go 2,500, and I know I can do it. And that's how I started to plan my house. So you can see in this house, right? Initially, it was totally blank. I'm not even kidding. It's blank, and I can't even fit anyone in at all. But you can see right now at the top part, my personal consumption. So I'm consuming together with my family. And also I have restock as well myself. And then the quadrant A, I have a total of 10 customers last month in my whole organization. So I have about six customers myself, which 2 of them are builders. Yeah, so immediately they have to become the 25% already. And then the restock and refer is the part where I actually have a lot of VPs because I actually took the idea of what Coach Meili was telling us, how develop the relationship and calling them and really understanding them. So I started doing that a lot, and that's how I get to develop the relationship more with them, the trust, and really understanding what they need. And from there, I got quite a couple of referrals from last month. Then you can actually see in the restock referral quadrant at the bottom there. That's where I actually got about 600 volume points. And also I have a few builders. So I have about 3 builders and 2 new ones. And so they are working really hard as well together with me. And so each of them actually generated about 1 to 2 customers last month. And that's why I managed to achieve 2.6 volume point. And honestly, it was really mind-blowing because I didn't think I can do it. I have no one. My builders were not really together because my follow-up skills and things like this wasn't really good. But I tried to do different methods. And the last 10 days before 31st of May, I was still about 1.5 volume points short. And I was panicking like crazy. But I told Grace and Huili that I need to do it. I do or die, I choose to do. I don't want to die, right? And I just go, okay, no matter what, I need to do it. And that's how from the last week, the last 10 days, I tried to do a lot of retails myself together with my builders, and all the volume point just came in like crazy until May, and how I got my first cut. Yeah, that's all.
Awesome sharing, Wan San. Thank you for sharing. Super amazing. Plan for your second card right now. So as you can see from what Wan San was sharing, she actually has builders in it, and also her own retail. And all these are small volume points that accumulated to form her 2,600 volume points, right? So thank you so much for sharing. Continue growing for your second card world team this month. And then next we would have Coach Dino.
Hey, thank you so much. Hey, thank you so much, Ryan. I believe everyone can hear me. So my name is Dino. I'm a coach with Wellness Expert. It's been about 3 years right now. I'm a world team right now. My goal is to achieve active world team by October. That's my declaration. And I'm starting from scratch. Why is it keep happening scratch? I'm going to explain to you on that as well. But here's what the volume point house you're seeing right now. I have been doing volume point from the day one I've been starting the business. It's all here, right? So I never stopped doing volume house. The reason behind it is I have seen my own coach do it. So he says the few important key points to your business, and one of it is your volume point house, because it shows a very easy way to see whether your business is going to grow, or why didn't you do well last month, and why are you doing well this month. And it's also a good map for you to see how well are you going to do the next month, right? So that's what that's when I started doing. So every month before the first week, we got to draw a house. I got to show my coach. My coach is my brother. Got to show him. Got a forecast. Going to show it to him, and then that's how it happens. So this month is a fresh month of, so I got 5 more months to go. So what happened is I set a goal that I want to do 500 volume point in the roof. So roof is my personal personal production, meaning that I retail, right? So I do purchase and then do consumption, and I also retail. So the room A was actually, I forecast few, but didn't manage to happen, so I canceled. However, the one which happened, I write it down. I missed out another 3 more, so I did a total of 6 retail, right? And what I did every single day, I will make sure I write it down at the end of the day, because that it will give me an idea of how much am I supposed to be doing tomorrow, right? So it's like a countdown thing that I used to do. So room B is repeat order. The client who actually ordered on the first month, she also did a repeat order on the first week itself, because she was just downing the LO so much. So there is a repeat order happened there. So for room C is pretty much 3 of them are actually in overseas, and 1 of them are actually in Malaysia. And this isn't really organized, but it will get more organized. This is as much as I can. So room D is people who I actually, there's 3 of them are recruitment. We are also doing recruitment process. So they went on 35% at the beginning. And also another 3 of them are actually my clients who are actually getting to more results. So that's why this month I get to do 2-5 strongly. And if you see on the right top, can you see the balance BLC 328.01? It's not share market, it's not my bank balance. It's the amount of volume point that I have to do every single day. So example, if today is on the 6th and I have 2,400 to go, I divide it with the remaining days. And I know per day I have to do minimum 150. That means I need to talk to 10 people. Out of them, I have to close 1. So it's a numbers game. So if you look at this book, if you can really see this book, it's actually, this is the volume house, and this is the numbers of people that I speak and I talk. So, and I immediately will do a forecast for the next month as well. So I write the volume point, and then I write how much people do I have to talk to. So I've been using House for almost 2 years plus, but as time goes by, I really improve on using it and really seeing the full potential of it. Thank you so much, Ryan.
Thank you so much, Dino. Wonderful sharing. If you guys heard some tips from him, right? He do it like a countdown, and he write it down every single day. The moment when you write it down there, it's like a sense of achievement for yourself, and also a reminder for yourself. Oh no, I'm not on track, or yes, I'm on track. So this will be something that you reflect on every single day. So when you see he put 10 customers, that his goal was to 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, right? He wants to achieve at least 10 customers from that. So thank you so much, Dino, for sharing your VP house, and good job doing it consistently for 2 years now. And next person is someone who is is from overseas and living in Malaysia right now, and she's really running an international business. So let's invite Manisha.
Hi everyone. Thank you, Ryan, for inviting me for today's sharing. So this is my house. As you all can see, this was taught to me by Jason to keep doing consistently. I'm not very consistent, I'll be very honest. I try my best, but basically I'll just run through, I think what's very important is how I set my target, right? So I'm World Team and I'm trying to achieve active World Team at the moment. And based on the active World Team, right, you need to go to, in a 6-month period, you need to do 2,500 volume points in 4 consecutive months and 10,000 total volume points in 1 month, which is quite hard. So I'm hoping to do that. But I realized that even though our target is 2.5, and then internally WXS, we have a 3,000 target. But by Randir sharing last month, I realized our target is only what we limit ourselves to. So I thought, why not this month I try 4,000? So I tried lah, and I got 3,930. So I was quite happy with that. And there's something I learned from there was the reason why, I mean, this the whole the marketing plan that has been developed the way it has is because they take you through certain steps so that eventually you can keep doing this long term as well. It's not just qualifying for that particular milestone. So it's to groom yourself to go to the next level. So I thought if I keep on doing the 2.5 or the 3, how am I going to reach the 10 TVP? So I have to slowly build the steps, even though I do it, So I learned a lot from Jay sharing as well as Randir sharing, that take your level up. So Randir used to have 15 every month, and then now she said she's doing 30. So I was like, okay, why not I try 4? So, okay. So going forward, I have my retail, and most of my clients are from overseas because you all know I'm from Hong Kong and I live in Malaysia here with my husband. My husband's Malaysian. So one of the things that's really, really important is the follow-up, and my follow-up is slightly different. I actually do, I have 15 active customers, out of which one is a intern who's learning to become a coach at the moment. So all these 15 are actually, I would say, my first line being handled directly under my hands. Even the intern, even though she has 2 others, I'm still also helping to do the follow-up because she's still learning and she's not ready yet. She's not there yet. So my follow-ups are very, very close. And how I do is I insist to them to join the 10-day program. Why? Because they're not in Malaysia. They don't have the community where they go to the fit club. So I tell them, keep doing the 10 days repeatedly so that you get the result. Because once you don't do the 10 days and you do it on your own, you will snack bad and you will lose your results. So number one, keep inviting them back into 10 days. So when they're on 10 days, I am forced to do the follow-up closely as well. So I do my follow-up day 1, day 3, either 5 or 6, because after the weigh-in, I can't do all 15 in one day. So I split them up, either day 5 or day 6, congratulate them for their result. And by day 6 or day 7, I'm already starting to upgrade them to senior consultant. I do not even open the possibility of 25% and referrals at that stage. I do the referral part after day 10. So when they get good results on day 5 weigh-in, I immediately say, hey, would you like to consume cheaper? What is your goal? Like what Ryan mentioned just now, ask them their goal. Even though they know it, ask them their goal. So I ask them, hey, you say you want to do 15 kilos, right? You've already done 1 or 2 kilos in 5 days. So let's calculate it will take how long. So minimum you need 3 months, right? So why not do this? Most of them start with me on faster package. So what I do is straight away from faster package, I tell them, if you pay for 2 months, you get 3 months worth of products. So I don't even say 35%. I say you do 2 months, you pay for 2 months, but you get 3 months worth of product. And then after that, right, it's 35% for life. So why not just straight go for it? No need to dilly-dally and all that. I don't even ask them about 25 because it's so difficult to say, okay, today you buy this. Because I want to also, my thing is, I want to get them the result. I want them to lose the weight. So if I tell them buy this, buy that, buy the fiber, buy the omega, they feel I'm trying to be a salesperson. So I actually go purely on their results and then say, okay, since you're buying that much worth of stuff, why not reduce 1 shake, add 1 omega, get the fiber, and I tell them the benefits. And then they're like, yeah, so I don't have to spend more money. No, you still spend the same amount, the 2.4, and you still get all this. Oh, that's very good. Okay, then we go for that. So that's how I upgrade. So follow-ups are so important, guys. So during the follow-up, right, like Meili always says, form, listen first and then talk. And this is my bad habit. I always talk, assume what they're going to say, and I answer before they're saying. So listen, which is what Patrick mentioned this morning as well during his personal development. Listen, observe, and then talk. So that is what I do. And then we go into their goals. So last month I had 6 retails, and then I had 1 customer who actually was retail, and she became into a member as a senior consultant. And then she and her husband, and then she even she had not even gotten results yet, but she wanted her dad to sign up in Canada because she is from Canada. So I had 3 people from there, and I had 1 fitness instructor from India, and the others are my existing one who I closely follow up with. So follow up is very important.
Awesome.
And then,
Manisha, how many senior consultants do you have last month?
Last month senior consultants, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2 new senior consultants.
Yeah.
New ones is 1, 2, 3. Three.
Awesome. And also you have
Yeah.
a qualified producer as well, right?
Yes, so that senior consultant became a qualified producer. So she brought in, and also, of course, we promote the ice cream maker. So one of them, she only wanted to repurchase 200 or 300 volume points, but when she saw the ice cream maker, she said, why not? So yeah,
Awesome.
just follow the steps.
Okay, thank you so much, Manisha. So you get to see like different houses shows different things, right? So Manisha's group, they are able to, the demographics is different. They are able to go for program B, and then her method is actually to straight away don't even let them know about 25% and then upgrade to 35%. And I learned something new today. You pay for 2 months and you get 3 months instead. Wow, this is something new that I learned from her. Very, very good. So thank you so much, Manisha. And then
Thank you,
last but
Ryan.
not least, we have my coach. Thank you. We have my coach, and she has been doing this VP House, and recently she also shared it in the coaches group as well. None other than Coach Hui Lee.
Hi everyone. So you're saying all the handwriting so nice, house so nice. I feel very paiseh to show my house now because my handwriting is a mess. So before I begin, you hear a lot of people talking about this BP house. The impact 2.5, 2.6 basically it means in 1 month they produce 2,500 volume points or 2,600 volume points. So because there's a lot of new people here, all of you here, and if you're not yet a supervisor, your immediate goal and focus is to get to supervisor first, okay? And then for those of you who is already supervisor and your existing world team, you want to double up what you do, and here's what I'm gonna share. And but at the same time, you can also make use of the house concept to plan out your goal. Let's say this month your goal is 500, is 1,000. You can still structure it this way, okay? So where do I begin? Okay, so for my house, on the top right, you see there's some numbers and then cancel out. Every first day of the month, I will write down my goal. And then whenever I have volumes coming in and moving, I would count down as well. I would just cross and I get the satisfaction when I cross it out. And the rooftop itself consumption, and I gotta tell you, I am a heavy user. Okay, I use every single Herbalife product, every single one of them. And of course, with my family consumption as well, my family would replenish on an alternate month together. So the first quadrant would be retail. And then for my demographics, I have a mixture. I have a mixture of student workers or up to housewives who can really afford. So my retail, if you can see, even got people that start with 1 shake, or even people have people that start with 1 month advanced program. So everything, yeah. But the point is, even though they, let's say a student, they can't afford, they just start with 1 shake, I would still give them the same follow-up service. I will not say like, oh, you just start 1 shake, I focus on my advanced program B first. I give the standard follow-up for everybody, okay? And then of course, the quadrant A in May, actually, there is a total of 22 or 23 retails under PV, as in personal volume. And at the same time, I'm also working together with a few intern coaches, about 4 or 5 of them who's learning to be a coach. And so eventually, when they become supervisor, they are going to build their own house. So they won't be in my house anymore. They build their own house. Okay. And the next quadrant would be quadrant B, reorder. So what I want to say is that even though I have quite a mixture of people who get started on a small program, that's okay. Just do more. Yeah, and I take really good care of them, but and then they would naturally reorder and replenish within the next 2 weeks, within the same month itself. So it's the same actually. And on the third quadrant, which I write ambassador, normally I leave that quadrant for those who's 25%. So every month when I see my house, I know who is 25%, who's 35%, who is getting close to 35%, that I can help them to move to the next quadrant. And I just realized, last night we were updating all the recognition. I just realized in May itself, actually, I don't even have 1 500. I don't even have 1 senior consultant. they are all consist of all the small volume points, and the highest order is only about 350 volume points. Yeah, so that is the highest one. And if you see some highlights, that one is just me keeping track of those who is on track for promotion, or I can help them to get to promotion as well. And to about working with the intern coaches, we won't go into details because that's another topic. But basically what I do is that, you know, from what you hear from Meili and then Ryan, stuff from customers to ambassadors, so eventually they see the opportunity and they want to do the business. So my steps is just I put them into, invite them to HOM, and then after that we will have the business activation workshop. Then after that, it's go time already. It's not about want to do or don't want to do. Is straight away hands on, do the numbers, do the invitation. We're working on social media, sharing with people, qualifying them for evaluations, see through the evaluations. And last month in total, we also did about 43 evaluations. So some yes, some no. And out of the 43, there is about 2 of them who didn't get started in May, but in June itself, they came back to me and they say they want to get started. So in June, there's already 3 retail so far. So thank you so much, Ryan. I think that's all from my part.
好勁啊 Wow, you see 5,000 volume points here, but there's no 500 volume points there. So it's a lot of small volume points accumulated, and it's about the number of people. So by building this structure, what Weili is doing is, whatever she's doing is also sustainable as well, because the number of people that she's having, they reorder small volume points rather than coming up with one huge volume points and then they don't reorder for next few months. Okay, so you can see several examples on how people build their volume point house, and every volume points house, depending on your demographics, depending on your strength as well, doesn't matter. Make sure you plan your house properly and understand your house. The key here is to understand your house structure. Okay, so moving back to this slide again, right? So understand how much are you consuming personally. That's very important. And then I teach you how to analyze right now. So if you look at your quadrant A, if your quadrant A at the end of the month is empty, in other words, what it's trying to tell you is either your invitation is not enough or your invitation skill is not strong enough. You may want to work with your coach. Because when there's no quadrant A, there will be no B, no C, and no D. So A is the most important one of all. So learn how to analyze it. What about quadrant B? Quadrant B, sometimes it might, like a few of you guys is empty. That's fine, right? Because some of you maybe 1 month program straight away jump to quadrant C, they get upgraded, right? But Weili's one, she also have some people who reorder, maybe retail reorder. Okay, let's just example. If you want to put reorder here, so in other words, if there's no people reorder, it can means that maybe retention not so good. Okay, right? So just to let you guys know, you can see a bit of slight difference for each person's category, just a slight difference. But see what works well for you. Okay, see what works well for you. So example like quadrant C, some may be new ambassadors or new members. So let's just say new members. So if your quadrant C is empty, what does it mean? Means that you don't know how to build ambassadors. You may want to work on your ambassador skills, or you don't know how to bring people to a next step. Oh no, what's next after retail? Or maybe your retention not so good. Okay, so this is a reflection for you, like, okay, what can I work on? How do I increase the number of people in this quadrant? Okay, and then last but not least, D, your existing customers, where are they? Are you still keeping in touch with them? If they are not reordering, what's the problem? Have they achieved their goal? Or do they understand about healthy breakfast concept? Because healthy breakfast means they're gonna be your long-term customers. Or are anyone here moving on to the next step for their marketing plan? Are they moving towards qualified producer? Are they moving towards supervisor? So this is for you to see whether you know how to lead them to their next step as well, or their consistency. So in this house itself, there's so many things that it can tell you. Okay, so when you share this and how you do this with your junior coaches and they duplicate that same way as you will have a mansion soon. Okay, you will have a mansion, not kampong house already. Okay, that's how you build your house bigger and bigger and more solid. Okay, all right, so you guys learn how to upgrade, and the next part of this will be, we're gonna end soon already, but the next part of this would be understanding about success cycle. Okay, Dino, you can stop recording and record again. Okay, so mainly